Don't just stand there dawdling in the doorway. Come in. Let me look at you. Turn around. As I suspected. You have no style, no grace, no creative writer spark. I'm sure you're here because it's come to your attention that I know how to get things published. It's true, I've published quite extensively on almost a weekly basis, if you will. I write the announcements for my church bulletin. Of course, who could forget the eloquent announcement I penned last week? Ladies' fitness and exercise class meets Thursday night. Ladies, please use the extra double-wide doors in the back of the building. And then, of course, there was the eloquently penned announcement the week before that. For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery located in the west wing of our building. But you know, I'm ready to move outside the boundaries of my church walls. I'm ready to start into the world of paid gigs. That's what we professional authors call it when we get paid for our writing. So I suppose I could share a few nuggets with you, a few little jewels on what I'm planning on doing to get my work published. First of all, it has come to my attention that most publishers, editors, and agents are simply overwhelmed with contacts. That's why I send out an e-newsletter on a daily basis to every publisher, editor, and agent I'm interested in. Then I follow up my daily e-newsletter with a weekly telephone call. Now, of course, I've never actually gotten through to anyone, but I've developed wonderful relationships with several switchboard operators. Now, in addition to my email newsletter, my weekly telephone call, and then keeping up with which editor, publisher, and agent has a restraining order against me, I, of course, make use of my first edition Sally Stewart Christian Writers Market Guide. Yes, I know she comes out with a new edition every year. But if I'm still using my 1611 red letter edition, King James Version of the Bible, you can tell I'm a woman who's not going to take any chances with any of these updated Sally Stewart books. Now, let me just say a few words about these so-called writers' contest. Hogwash and hooey. Really, it's just a bunch of want-to-be writers sitting around looking to steal your ideas. You send them your best work, and the next thing you know, they publish the next Chicken Soup for the Soul book. Of course, I wouldn't know because I've never entered any of these contests. Now, let me just take a moment and speak on writers' conferences. I'm completely against them. People say that you should go to network face-to-face with publishers, editors, and agents. Well, it has been my experience that most publishers, editors, and agents don't ever need the opportunity to meet me face-to-face. Now, as far as going to these conferences and taking these so-called classes on how one can improve one's writing, well, I simply must say that I have been knowing how to write a grammarly correct sentence since I graduated from middle school. Really now. Well, I'd love to stay and chat with you, throw a few more nuggets of gold your way, a little jewel from my writer's guide and handbook, but I've come to the possession of some very important information. I've found a publisher's home address. I'm headed over there now with a copy of my latest manuscript for a surprise visit. Wish me luck.